because I have said on this program for as long as I've been on the air, he is the GOAT, he is the legend, he is my friend, Mark Coleman. Mark, how are you?
Hey, I've never been better, Randy, and yes, sir, you've been pushing me for the GOAT forever. I love you, brother.
Well, you know, Matt asked me earlier as we were talking about UFC 300, and I said, and I've said this, you know, I would never say anything, you know, that I haven't said behind your back. There's only two people that I have ever seen in combat sports that other athletes were scared of. I've seen Mike Tyson. People were scared of Mike Tyson. And it was brought up in the media room at UFC 300 as people were like, yeah, I covered, 6 people were there that covered UFC 300, 200, and 100. And I said, I saw the baddest man on the planet at UFC 11 when people were afraid to even look at Mark Coleman, not alone fight him.
Yeah, brother, I tell you what, that's good memory. Hey, I honestly felt like that because I had put in the time. UFC 10, I wasn't sure because I only had 35 days notice, but then I stayed right on the grind 3 more months, and then UFC 11, I really didn't feel like I had anybody that night. And yeah, I wanted to be feared. I wanted to be respected and feared, and that's why I did some of the crazy stuff I did.
I know we only have a couple minutes, but first and foremost, how is the family? How are your parents?
My parents are good. They got out healthy. My mom has asthma real bad, so it's really a miracle that she wasn't hurt more worse because she was in there. She was in there for a little bit. We had to walk through some serious smoke. She had her mouth covered up. She was smart enough to cover her mouth up, and I wasn't thinking so fast on that one. But got her out, got my mom and dad out, and I couldn't quite get Little Hammer. I went back in to fight him, but at that point it was really getting bad. I was just very blessed to find my way out the door to safety, and it was the highest of highs and the lowest of lows all at the same time, man.
For sure. Well, you took the name that you know I respect, I do, the Mark Coleman legend name to a whole new level, doing something that we all have said that we would do if we were in that situation, but who really had the basketballs, who has the basketballs to do it? And you, my friend, are one of those that you're a bad dude.
I feel fortunate to just have been put in that situation by God. God guided me, and I was blessed just to be there and be able to do something like that because, like I said, it was the highs, and a part of me just wants to do it again. I got the respect I have for firefighters now. It's through the roof. It's something I would have wanted to do, growing up. Firefighter Steve Miocic has probably the coolest job in the world. He gets to be an MMA fighter, and he gets to fight fires and save people's lives. That's what I've always looked for. I like searching for the highs in life.
Another former UFC fighter now does play-by-play for BKFC. Chris Lytle also did the same. Talk about the experience of being at UFC 300, putting the belt on. It makes sense that BMF puts the BMF on the new BMF.
For sure.
And your daughter's taking it in. I don't know if it was the last one or the one before. They were walking up to the 100 level, and I stopped them. I introduced myself, and I told them, what I thought of their dad. How are they taking this all in of the fan support that have always been there, but is on a whole new level now for you?
Oh man, my daughters, I got 3 of them. I got a 9-year-old as well, but Mackenzie and Morgan, they're my life. They have been since they were born. Right when I became champion in 1996, that's when they were born, and it changed the game. That became number 1 in my life always, and for them to be there bedside with me while I was like unconscious, but I could still hear things. Just having them 2 beside me the whole time. I just, I remember trying to hold back tears because I didn't want him to see me cry. A couple snuck out, and then I remember knowing that I got this, man. I knew I was going to pull through, and just to wake up and have them there. Wes Sims was there. My best friend was there as well. He got this all started by convincing me to give rehab a try and check in sobriety. And I've been sober for 3 years and a couple months now. And to wake up to that and be alive, and my parents be alive, how can you top that? That life was good. I'm healing up. My lungs are, they're probably about 90% now. Still a little raspy. My eyes were burnt pretty good, but I'm staring at the sun as we speak right now, strengthening them again. Eye gazing, sun gazing, I mean, but, I just want my daughters to be proud of their dad. And, well, they are. And I'm proud of them because they're just good kids. And I'm so blessed and fortunate the UFC came through. What they did for me, I'll never forget because it was almost as high of a high as the fire that night. Being in that cage, wrapping a belt on Justin Gaethje, the true bad motherfucker.
He said trucker.
Let him say it. He's a legend.
Mother trucker.
Mother trucker.
But no, Justin Gaethje's a BMF, but Max Holloway, that's the epitome of BMF. I don't put myself in that category because I was out there to win, not perform, and for the fans and entertain. I was all about winning. This guy's all about winning, of course, but when he's willing to take the risk to entertain like he did the last 10 seconds there. And he struck lightning, and he found that chin. And now it'll be highlight forever.
Absolutely.
That highlight will be around forever. It will never go away.
So Mark, look.
I'm so happy for him because he got this started. Max Holloway he asked for me to do it. And, he's the reason. And then the fans took over. The fans wanted it, and it just happened. It fell together. It was the greatest weekend of my life. Being there with my kids, it was the greatest weekend of my life. The whole show was amazing.
So Mark, you're obviously a legend. Your vulnerability of opening up about your addiction and alcoholism and being public with it through your journey of weight loss and going through the fight camps and training, you've saved a lot more lives than your parents in that house fire, my brother. God has blessed you with a story and a voice and a gift. And it's an honor to know you. I take stupid photos with MMA fighters of rear naked chokes. And the one that you did for me is one of my favorite moments of my life. And you're changing lives, man.
What'd I do?
You gave me a stupid rear naked choke video, like a photo of you putting a choke on the back of my neck.
Next time, Mark, choke him unconscious.
You're lucky I wasn't drinking because it would have been
Exactly.
I'm sorry, I wasn't drinking.
Exactly. Well, Mark, we are out of time. I appreciate you taking a few minutes. I know you're up in New York doing some other media things. I'm so happy. I'm so proud of you.
Absolutely.
You know, Wes and I have obviously talked for numerous years. I tell the story all the time that you used to tell me, you know, when we were talking on the phone that you were going to kick my butt because I had Wes on the show instead of having him training.
Yeah, Wes did a lot of interviews, man. He was good at that. But, hey, listen, guys, I launched my Hammer House merchandise, so give me a plug there. Go link in my bio on Instagram. Follow me on Instagram and check out my gear. I'm really proud of it. Quality T-shirt. I'm a T-shirt guy and a hat guy, and nice hat. I think they look real cool.
We will put the link on our website. We will even put a commercial together and start running it for you, Mark. I will give you a holler later. Thank you very much for your time, and we'll talk soon.
All right, you guys have a great day.
Take care. That is the Hammer, the legend, the icon, and that was before what he did.
Yeah.
and now take this. And, I've always said, I know we only have another minute or so, I don't believe in, do today and tomorrow it'll be, just be good and do the right things every day. But Wes and I, like I said, I'm a little involved in that of come on, Mark, you're better than this. And we saw him at a BKFC, and come on. And if he wouldn't have gotten sober, if he wouldn't have gotten better, he wouldn't have been able to do what he did. And he would have died in there as well.
You're Mark Coleman. I'm Wes Sims, and I want to get you healthy for your daughter's
No,
wedding.
Mark's going to do it. He said he's going to do
The
it.
appreciation for firefighters only came from the struggle. You got to go through a fight camp to feel this experience that he experienced.
Want to thank
as a
everybody.